Hey, in this video, I want to share with you how you can recruit 10 people into your network marketing business in just 10 days. Okay, so I'm so fired up about this video and this training. So I get asked all the time, hey Fraser, I want to be able to go big. I want to be able to recruit a large number of people in a short space of time. How do I do it? How do I do it? How do I do it? So I'm super excited to be able to share with you not just the theory, but also like some numbers and data behind what you actually need to do in terms of the activity to get the results. And that's a great place to start. A lot of people, they have the goal mindset. And I know the title of this video is the whole like how to recruit 10 people into 10 days. And that's why you're here to watch this. But the goal is then to recruit 10 people in 10 days. But instead of having the goal mindset and getting disappointed when and if it doesn't happen, instead you need to create the growth mindset. The growth mindset is the one where you focus on the activity to get better, the activity to progress. Because here's what I want to let you know. You are not in control of the results that you get, but you are in full control of the activity that you take. And if you've ever been around any of my other trainings, you will know that I say time and time again, activity multiplied by skills equals results. So focus on the beginning part of the equation, growing your activity and growing your skills, and the results will come. But most people focus on the results before the activity and skill, and they're like, it doesn't work for them. So here we go. I want to share with you that the first things you need to really pay attention to is there are 3 steps. All right? Number 1, number 2, number 3. That's how you write number 1, 2, and 3, Fraser. Well done. All right. So I recently did a 10-day challenge, hence why we're doing this video. And what we did, there was 1,500 people who started the challenge. It's called Dash for Cash, 10-day challenge to help you get more leads, more customers, more sales, more social media reach and following and engagement and all that fun stuff. But every single day, once they did their activity, which I shared them what they had to do, they then actually, network marketers all over the world had to fill in a very, very, very simple form. And the reason for that is we got all the data. And in fact, let me kind of read off the numbers. In 10 days, we generated 129,443 leads. There was 3,500 customers and 827 distributors joined. So I want to break this down for you because I want to show you the exact numbers of how to be able to recruit 10 people in 10 days. So step number 1 is you need to find. Step number 2 is you need to connect. And step number 3 is you need to introduce. Right? So you need to find someone on social media, you then need to connect with them, and then you need to introduce them to your product, service, or opportunity. Now, again, if you follow me for any certain length of time or you've read my book, I dare you, you will know that my process to find people is find, add, message. Find, add, message. You find someone on LinkedIn, you add them, you message them. You find someone on Instagram, you add them, you message them. Obviously, add is follow, right? You find someone on Facebook, you add them, you message them. That's it. It's not find, add, wait for them to find, add, wait for them to kind of message you. It's not find, add, pray to Mr. and Mrs. Universe. It's not find and then hope that one day they'll find you back and add you and message you. It's not. It's not. It's you find, you add, you message. Now, some people will reply. Here are the recent stats based on like us doing the data with my inner circle and then also with Dash for Cash. Around 15 to 20% of people who you find add message will actually reply to you. Now, it will be higher if you do smaller numbers and you're like super, super refined on who you'll find add messaging. For example, if you love dogs, right, and you go find a dog lovers group and you find another dog lover, you add a dog lover, and then you message a dog lover who's got dogs all over their profile, you've got dogs all over your profile, and the message is dog related, chances are you got a higher percentage. Now, if you're messaging thousands of people, you might notice that your percentage is slightly lower, right? Slightly lower. So, step 1, you find, add, message. Step 2, you connect. this might be a little bit back and forth, maybe talking about the dogs, maybe talking about where they live, maybe what they do for a living. Or you could just go straight in and ask the question. I call it ask the question, which is then introduce. And this is ATQ. Now, there isn't an acronym, I suppose, for connect, apart from, that was wrong, Fraser, of course there is. I call it LORD, right? Location, occupation, recreation, dreams. Now, some people will do the connecting and some people won't, right? It's up to you. My rule number one is find, add message, 15 to 20% will reply, and then be sure to ask the question. If you want to connect with them first to increase your chances potentially of them saying yes when you ask the question, go for it. But I recommend you doing 50 of each. 50 direct after they've replied, or 50 build a relationship and then ask. Don't overthink it. Don't overcomplicate it. Just go for it. The more you think, the more you doubt. The more you doubt, the less you do. The less you do, the more you think. The more you think, the more you doubt. The more you doubt, the less you do. The less you do, the more you think. The more you think, the more you doubt. The more you doubt, the less you do. It's a vicious cycle. It's a vicious cycle. All right. Now, here's what we found. This is the interesting part. Let me use the green pen. What we found was if you asked the question to 100 people, so 100 asks of the question, this is what we found. And look at my numbers here. We found that if you asked 100 people, you would get one distributor with completely cold in just a 10-day period, right? Completely cold, and you would get 4 customers. Now, some people might be thinking, whoa, hang on a minute. That means I've got to find that message 500 people for me to be able to have 100 people to actually ask the question to. Yeah, that's right. Now, here's the thing. So again, this is a lot of numbers, a lot of different information. So to get this, you'll need to do 500 find ad messages. So 500 find ad messages at 20% reply will then give you 100 people that you can ask the question to. Now, here's the fun thing. Throughout the process, I get people to do blitz calls where I put the timer on for 10 minutes and I say, right, I want you to go and spend 10 minutes find ad messaging people. And I want, every time you find someone, add them, message them, I want you to give a little score, 1. And then you do another one, 2. You do another one, 3. And at the end of the 10 minutes, I want you to let me know how many people you did in 10 minutes. So people do it and some people reply back, pretty much everyone replies back. And my team, they make a note of all the numbers. We add them up, we divide it by the number of people who obviously gave us the numbers, and we have a total number. It takes the average person just under 1 minute to find someone, add them, and message them. So, in this principle, it would take you 500 minutes, so basically 8 hours of find ad messaging to be able to get 1 distributor and 4 customers. Now, you might be thinking like, hang on, that's a lot of people. That's a lot of people. So this is what I want you to know. I want you to know that this data is based on some people leading with the business, some people leading with the products. But if you follow what I teach in I Double Dare You on how to upgrade customers into distributors, you will find that at least 1 of these 4 will become distributors. Now, this is what I want you to do and what every one of you should do if you're in network marketing and you're serious. And this is me going into depth here to really understand the growth mindset and not the goal mindset. I want you to get addicted to find ad messaging and asking the question and not addicted to getting the distributors and the customers. But most people will focus on that because that's where the money is, but I'm going to blow your mind. So, I want you to take the total amount of commissions that you've earned. And hey, if you're starting out, it might be very low to nothing. But I want you to take the total amount of commissions that you earned, and then I want you to divide it. Right, this is total. I think that's total. No, I think it's the other way around. I can't remember. It's a Greek symbol for total. I want you to take the total number of dollars that you've earned, divided by the number of people that you've recruited frontline. Right? This is the most. I think I'm drawing hieroglyphics in Egyptian here. So this is frontline. So you bring in Bob to become a customer. You bring in Mary to become a customer. Mary brings in John. That doesn't count because you brought Mary in. So you've got maybe 2 frontline, 5 frontline, So the total amount of commissions, let's say you've earned $1,000 and you've brought in, let's say 4 people. This is going to give you a total, let's go total, of $250 basically per person that you've brought in, right? Now stay with me here. Yes, your company might not pay you $250 for getting someone to join, but the person who you bring in might reorder. They might get a big order come in. They might recruit 10 people themselves and have an organization of 1,000 people, but you've just brought 1 person in. Now we start to look at this and we go, hang on a minute. If based on this number, for example, you would have made $250 with the potential to make another $250 if you upgrade one of these customers. So to make $500 in 8 hours of work, sitting at home on your laptop whilst you're spending more time with your kids, on the balcony of your apartment, in the back garden, on holiday, it starts to now get like it starts to get a bit of a fun game, right? So this is how you get 1. If you want to get 10 in 10 days, you have to go add a 0 to these numbers, right? It's going to be a long stretch. But here is the thing that people miss time and time and time again. This data is based on a 10-day period. Some of the people, a lot of the people who took part in that challenge are getting results today based on the activity of the find ad messages from this. If I take the data that we get from the inner circle, then the inner circle is my 12-month group coaching program. Instead of it taking 100 ask the questions to get 1 and 4, you will get anywhere from 2 to 3 distributors and about 10 customers from the same work. Why? Because we take the longer data. This is data that's been collected for 18 months now. These people have got higher skills, they're taking higher activity, and the results that they're getting is significantly higher. So if they ask the question to 100 people, they can find themselves getting 2 to 3 distributors plus 2 or 3 of these customers upgrading. So they can have 5 distributors joining their business in the 500 FAMs that they do. So I know it's a lot. It's like, wow, there's a lot of numbers. This is crazy. Don't forget, it's with completely cold audience. People who have never heard of you before, never seen you. If you want to improve these numbers, then grow your skills. Get more consistent on social media with the live videos and the Instagram stories and the Facebook stories and all that fun stuff. I've got other videos all based on that. Feel free to go check out my channel and find that out. There's one thing I want to mention to you more. But before I do that, if you haven't already done so, I have 2 best-selling books. There we go. That's why they're on the wall back there. I Dare You is the ultimate guide to recruiting more people using social media. And I Double Dare You is the ultimate guide to getting people started and duplicating on social media. If you're struggling recruiting people, this is the book for you. If you're struggling to get the people that you recruit to do something, this is the book for you. Some of you, a lot of you, will want both of the books. But you can click the link down below in the first line of the description to check it out. You'd be doing me a favor, you'd be doing yourself a favor, and you'd be doing the whole world of network marketing a favor by raising your level of professionalism. So, have the growth mindset. Look to find ad message, connect with people if that's your style, and then introduce them by asking them the question. All scripts are mentioned in here for you to be able to get them in front of a presentation. Of the 100 asked questions, you might find 10, 20, 30 people says, yes, sure. The rest will ignore you, block you, delete you, call you a scammer, all this fun stuff, right? It happens a lot. But 10, 20 people maybe will then say, yeah, sure, send me the information. You have to now make a decision. Are you going to be sending them information about becoming a customer by sending them information about a product, or distribute information? But that is the average number of results that you can get if you do this in a 10-day period. But remember, growth mindset. Get addicted to the find ad message. Get addicted to the ask the question. Start to identify what your number is. When you start out, it will be very, very low. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to give me a big, smash that subscribe button bigger than you've ever hit it. Imagine if you had a sledgehammer and you could smash it. I want you to smash the subscribe button. Give me a big thumbs up. But in the comments below, let me know how many find ad messages you are going to commit to in the next 10 days. Starting from when you watch this video, how many people are you going to find, add, message in the next 10 days in your network marketing business? I'll tell you this, if it's under 100, you will get little to no results. If it's about 500, you can expect some great things to happen in a 10-day period, right? So go give me a number down below. I can't wait to see your comments. I'll be replying to all the comments. And again, if you hit that subscribe, I'll be seeing you on the next video coming real soon. Have a great day. Bye-bye.